Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make some eggplant parmesan my way. So I don't want to get any comments, well that's not how you fix it. This is how I fix it. Alright, in this little bowl over here is 3 eggs and a little bit of milk. And in this bowl right here is some Italian flavored breadcrumbs that I mixed some Parmesan Romano cheese in. And instead of having to flip these eggplant, I just saved 2 to do. Instead of having to flip them over like I just did, what I do is I put them in there and I do this. And the egg coats the top also. It'll coat the top. Alright, so then I let it, some of that egg liquid drip off, and I put it in my breadcrumbs. These are the last 2 slices. I just saved them to show you all. You can salt and pepper your eggplant, but you know what, I just really don't think it's necessary. But you do what you want to do. Alright, then I have a tray over here, which I think you can see. And I put one of my new racks on it. And we're going to bake these. You know, the pain of doing eggplant parmesan, because I have always done it this way, that way, until just lately, the last time or two, is frying that eggplant. I already peeled and sliced this eggplant, and I had had it in my fridge for over a week. If I had waited any longer, I would have had to throw it away and waste that money. And so anyway, we're not going to fry this. We're going to bake it. So preheat your oven to 375 degrees. This is a whole lot less trouble. And then in the center rack, we're going to put these eggplant, hopefully on a tray, but I didn't have these trays before, so they just went right down on a greased baking sheet. So you'll have to flip them over if you are baking them right down on the sheet. I think I did. But anyway, these are going in 375 degrees. I'm going to check them after about 20 minutes, and then I'll bring you back. Alright. It took my eggplant 50 minutes to get done in the oven, and I'm telling you that the way to test it is to stick your fork in it. If it goes in easily, you know it's done. So, let's see. I'm going to move this out of the way, hopefully. And I got my little plate here. I don't know how hard this is going to be to get off of that grid, because I've never, like I said, I've never used a grid before. I've always just put it directly on the pan, and I'm beginning to think that, whoops, I'm sorry, that might be the answer. But anyway, I've sprayed a little casserole dish. I'm going to take, this is just plain spaghetti sauce. You can make your own marinara, you know, or use canned. And of course I chose to use the canned. I'm going to put a little in the bottom down here because I don't want it to stick. Now hopefully, I don't know about this. Let me get a spatula. And we're just going to pray that this comes up like it should. I'm not sure that it will. Let me get something to hold this. Yeah, it's going to come up. Alright. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to loosen all this eggplant, and then I'm going to bring you back. Alright, we're back. Let me get this thing situated here. Hopefully. Alright. Now, I have to tell you that I sprayed the top of each one of these with some cooking spray so they would brown. They just look prettier when they're brown. So I'm going to start. It really wasn't hard to get this off, but in the meantime I have decided that it's just easier to put it on a greased baking sheet and just let it cook. If one side isn't brown, it doesn't matter, because you're actually not gonna see it. Alright, so there's my first 3. A little bit of Parmesan cheese. Other people may not do this. They may just use the mozzarella. But this is how I do it. Now some mozzarella. This actually isn't mozzarella, it's Italian style cheese, because I want to use it up. I do have mozzarella that I'll probably end up using. Alright, that's our first layer. And you're going to think I'm not using enough sauce. Wait till this cooks. So, and I probably got a dish that's larger than I needed, but it doesn't really matter. It was either go too small or too large, and I'm telling you, I went too large. So we start the procedure over again. I'm going to add this. And I remembered telling you that after the holidays I was going to tell you some things that happened to me at work. And you all can tell me some things, crazy things that have happened to you. Well, when I was working, I used to have to get dressed in the dark. I used to have to get dressed in the dark because I had a 3-bedroom house and 3 children, and I wanted all of them to have a room of their own. Well, this is going to sound like I had a fancy house, but I did not. But my bedroom, the master bedroom, was a suite. It was a bedroom, and then it was a bathroom. And then on the other side of the bathroom was like a sitting area where you could put a couch and a TV and whatever. So I put one of my children in there, my daughter, my oldest daughter. She got that room. Well, the 2 doors, the door between the bathroom and the master bedroom and the bathroom and that sitting room, they were louvered. They were louvered doors. Well, that's why I didn't want to wake her up, because I had to wake up early. This is the end of this casserole. I had to get up early to get to work. I worked about 35 minutes away from where I lived. And I was an office person in customer service. So, I got dressed and went to work. This is going to sound like this house was so fabulous, but it wasn't. But there was a room in the master bedroom that was a makeup room. So it wasn't like I had to put my makeup on in the bathroom. I had a room that I could go to and put on my makeup. So, I'll put this right here. All right. And so I got dressed and went to work. And I had been at work, I want to say, a good 3 hours. And I was walking into the next department, and I just happened to look down, and I had on 2 different shoes. Not only did I have on 2 different shoes, they were different colors. You know, when I'm in my makeup room, it only shows you from the chest up. I had no idea, never noticed. Never noticed. And I started laughing. Nobody else noticed. Not one soul. And I just started laughing about it. And one of them was a penny loafer. And it was brown. And the other one was not a penny loafer. And it was black. But anyway, I started laughing. And I laughed so hard that I actually had to sit on the floor. And of course everybody, what's wrong? What are you laughing at? What is it? So then I had to tell everybody that I had worn 2 different shoes to work. And of course when they noticed it, I should have added some more. That's alright. They all laughed too, but that was one of the incidences. Trust me, there were others. But I'm going to put this back in the oven. And I may have not used enough marinara or pasta sauce, whatever you choose to use, but we'll soon find out. I'm going to put this back in the oven. I never shut it off. It's still at 375. And I'm going to leave it in there 15 to 25 minutes. And we'll bring you back. Hi. Our eggplant parmesan, I want to say it took 25 minutes in the oven. When it starts to bubble and the top gets a little brown, it's done. Sam's here. I let this sit a little while, hoping that it would set some. I put a lot of cheese on top, y'all, so you don't have to use this much cheese. Trust me. Let's see if I can get this out.
Oh, you know, this is one of my all-time favorites.
Oh, I forgot to tell him that. This is one of his favorite meals. Favorite things to eat is eggplant parmesan. So, here we go.
Oh, look at all that cheese.
Yeah, there's a lot of cheese on it. Can you all see that? Ooh.
I'm sure most of you've eaten this. If you hadn't, you're missing something.
He loves it. He absolutely.
Of course, that's just me. I mean, everybody has a different taste.
Let's get some of this.
It's hard for me to believe how anybody wouldn't love this.
Here it is, guys. It's a nice close-up for you. Okay, Sammy. There's no salt or pepper in it, so you may want to try that.
Is it real hot? Pretty hot?
Yeah, and it's been sitting, you know, like 10 minutes or so.
That's it. It just almost makes me want to cry. I'm serious.
Well, well.
But these eggplant don't taste fried, dude. I mean,
How do you like baked eggplant instead of fried? A lot less calories.
I believe it'd be better for a person.
Well, it is. It's healthier to bake it. But
Let me taste. You can't. If there's any difference, it's not much. I'll say that. But I can distinguish
the difference.
Yeah, of course, you know, I've got extremely sensitive taste buds being a professional eater.
Well,
The cheese, The cheese is great, melted just right. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It's just absolutely delicious, and I'm sure everybody has, but if you haven't ever tried eggplant parmesan, try it. At least try it. My goodness.
Okay,
If
then.
there's anything better, I don't know what it is.
So give this dish a try, guys. Thank you for coming in today, spending part of your day with me. Give me a thumbs up. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, God bless and take care.